review.
Nice camera action, it's review time. Dennis and Adam, we gon' blow your mind. We're stepping up to the plate, ready to swing. Analyzing movies like a scientist would play.
All right. Ooh, you teased it earlier, Dennis. You have a movie that I was questioning if I reviewed on the show because I know I had a screener for it, but I think I didn't care for it enough to do it on the podcast. I just did a YouTube video for it. You want to talk about Locked?
Yes, sir. This is a little film that is available for streaming right now on Hulu if you got it. I'm talking about Locked. This is starring Bill Skarsgård and a whole lot of voice of Anthony Hopkins, a little bit of his face. Yeah, just a little bit. This is telling the story of a young father down on his luck. He's separated from his daughter's mother. He used to have some really negative tendencies. He's trying to set aside. He's trying to be a better man. He's trying to be a good father. And all he needs to do is pick his daughter up from school. But he still owes too much money to the mechanic to get his van back. He's trying desperately to make what he can.
He loves his daughter. He wants to make it work.
He's recognized he was a piece of shit, and he's really, really wants to change.
But when the world doesn't want to forgive him.
Yes, that is a critical note too. After unfortunately kind of falling back into old ways and trying to see what he can steal out of local cars, he gets into the wrong car. So this is basically a honeypot set up by William, the owner of this luxury custom-built SUV that is played by Anthony Hopkins, that has now locked Eddie, our Bill Skarsgård's character, into the car and is slowly torturing him over several days. And I gotta say, it was so inventive, the ways and the things that were done in the vehicle. I remember seeing the trailer, like, I'm so intrigued because it's like a limited location film, but you have that ability to move the car around. You have some variation. You have things that can happen to him. I was so intrigued by what was going on, and I gotta say, I enjoyed the ride. It was I like Bill Skarsgård. We've seen him in a lot of varying roles.
He's great.
Yeah.
I don't know why he kind of reminded me a lot. I don't know if it was his outfit, his bleach blonde hair, but he kind of reminded me a lot of Pete Davidson in this movie.
I can see that. All the tattoos and all that stuff. That sort of.
But also, it seems like you like this a lot more than me, which is cool. But I kind of was questioning, I forget how many days it was, but the car was always running. Things were always happening. And it's like, how the fuck did that battery not die? Maybe I completely forgot.
I think it's because not everything was on all the time, and only enough systems would be on just for him to maintain connection, like for William to maintain connection with the car. And let's be honest, he had this thing custom built from the ground up. So
which
he probably has a lot of reserve power.
And I like the rationale of why he's doing this. His car's been broken into multiple times. Cops don't want to do anything about it, so he's getting vigilante justice and revenge on whoever the unlucky fuck who fucks with his car happens to be.
Yep. And we get that Eddie's slowly drawing more the story of really the true heart of why he's doing this, and his kind of like, he doesn't care who it is he gets. He just wants to fucking hurt someone. And it comes off so brutal. But I guess, it sounded like I did like the movie more than you.
Yeah,
but,
I'm not going to lie. I was excited for the movie, got a screener for it, and then I was very tediously watching it. But I'm happy you liked it.
The emotion that's displayed on screen, Bill's got a solid range, and he got to show.
True, that guy can do pretty much anything,
and in a tiny little space for most of the movie too.
Yeah,
that was really what was impressive to me. Is I was entertained in such a tiny spot, and just the ways they were fucking with him. Some of them seemed innocuous.
It was creative.
Yeah, it was.
Even revealing like the water bottle or something different like that.
Yeah.
You think, oh, if you've been in this car long enough, you know every square inch, but you don't.
Right. It's I think everything was placed in just the right way. It isn't you don't have to reach too deep. Like there was things about the movie that, like, okay, yeah, I could see he's going to try this eventually, or he's, we see him working on certain methods of escape or manipulating the car, and you see that sort of build up over time. I can tell they were trying to hope we might forget some of those details, but I think it made me more excited for when it finally came back around, and a pretty epic climax at the end of when the conclusion I enjoyed. It was intense. There was a few moments I was like, oh shit, are we really?
Oh yeah, it gets
really
dark almost.
I'm like, oh my god, this is really like, holy fuck. I liked that it put me on the edge of my seat, and I think I don't know, I think this movie deserves some more eyes. But I totally see why this wouldn't be something for everybody. This is one of those, like, you can very much see it's like a medium budget movie. But I think this works well within its means.
And I really, really enjoyed the setting. Like, it had a very distinguishable look and style and vibe and feel to it. The
parking lot itself.
Yeah.
It had a lot of personality and character. I love that the rotating billboard, like the way they used that, like every image on it lent itself to different scenes in the movie. Just the nature of, like, of course he's going to pick a place where no parking lot attendants are going to fuck with this thing. It's going to be in a shitty part of town, so it's probably not even going to be used that much. And then setting it up to where you could even walk up to the car and no one outside would even know there was anyone in there.
It was creative. I'll give it that. But
yeah,
I kind of wanted more. I wanted to see Anthony Hawkins more. I wanted a little bit more, but I don't know. I will say, if you like this, sorry. If you dug this movie, I highly suggest you check out this Willem Dafoe movie from, I want to say, like a year or two ago, called Inside, where he is just breaking into a house to steal this very expensive painting, but then he gets trapped in and the heater is doing this thing, and it's a mind-bending, a fuck of a movie that's like this movie, but on steroids to the nth degree.
Nice. Yeah, it's fun. That was one I very much meant to see. I remember when you toasted that one, and I never got back around to it. Unfortunately, I'll have to. I
wouldn't be shocked if that was on like Hulu or Max or something somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
I can see that.
Like, it's akin to this, but a little bit different. But
sure, and it's. I mean, come on, Willem Dafoe is fantastic.
Oh hell yeah.
The things I've seen that man do, my God.
There's not much you haven't seen him do.
Oh God, send a little bit I wish I didn't, that are burned in my mind. Talking about you, Antichrist.
God,
that was brutal. Anyways,
goes for it.
What's
I'm something of a scientist myself.
Oh, I love me a Spider-Man reference. What you got up for us next there, Toast?
Oh, wait, no. You didn't give us your slice yet.
Oh my God, you're right.
Don't you jump the ship here.
Yeah, shit. No. No, apologize, folks. No, I'm gonna give it 3 slices. I really enjoyed this. I totally recognize where it was working so within its means. We kind of had to scale certain things back, but I enjoyed the performances. I liked how limited and focused the film was into such a small space, and then what they were able to get away with. And on the bigger set pieces, I was entertained from start to finish.
Heck yeah. So that's way more than I give it. If I were to review this, I think I'd 1.5 or 2, but it's not my review to give slice score to, so fuck me. All right, up next I have Freakier Friday. That was a very harsh transition there. Sorry, folks. Now, this movie, I really had no expectations for. I enjoyed the 2003 Freaky Friday remake, and I like these 2 actresses, but I'm like,
absolutely,
really? We're doing it again? This is probably going to be as bad as a straight to Disney Plus movie. It's just a cash grab. Just Jamie Lee Curtis throwing a bone to Lindsay Lohan to get her out of Netflix for a bit. But I was so delighted and surprised by how much I really dug this movie.
So
it takes place in real time. since we last saw them. And unfortunately, Lindsay Lohan is now a widow and she has a teenage daughter. But she's fallen in love with the new man who's opened a restaurant in Los Angeles, but he and his daughter are from the UK. And the two are getting married. And of course, their two daughters don't see eye to eye. Lindsay Lohan's daughter is kind of like a California surfer girl, kind of quiet, kind of reserved, whereas the husband's daughter is more of a fashionista, more of a Barbie, more of a brat. And of course, they want to do everything they can to split up the family. And one thing leads to another. They get into a change-up Freaky Friday situation, but it's a four-way reverse, folks. Lindsay Lohan is now in the body of her daughter. Her daughter is in her body. Jamie Lee Curtis is in her soon-to-be new granddaughter's body, and vice versa. And of course, Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis, they've been in it before. They know how to reverse the curse, and that's what they want to figure out. And the daughters, however, want to break up the wedding. And the big crust of the situation, crux, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
This happens 2 days before the wedding. So if they don't turn back soon, it's going to be pretty weird.
Yeah.
But it is just fun, like seeing these two older actresses playing young ladies they're really good. And seeing the young ladies play these older ladies also very good. Like
Nice.
I was so damn good and so damn delightful. And honestly, the mannerisms everyone has, fantastic. It's sleek, it's sexy, it's beautiful. It's also taking place in Los Angeles, and they're going all throughout, and Los Angeles feels like a character in this movie. The cinematography is really good, but the editing is mind-boggling.
Oh, nice.
It's fast. It's cut like a music video almost. It's a really good movie, man. Like I don't know, man. And it has a pretty good cast. There's a lot of callbacks, references, Easter eggs, some returning cast members from the original, some new cast members. I highly suggest, if you enjoyed the 2003, this isn't a letdown.
Yeah, nice. Oh, when the first of this series of the films came out, that was probably the peak of my Lindsay Lohan crush. And
It started Freaky Parent Trap. I was like, who is this? And then this, it's like, oh wow. Yep. And then Mean Girls is like, oh. Yeah.
Oh my God. Mean Girls sealed the deal. That was,
my God. But then it's like, once she went down that spiral, it's like, oh, she's never coming back. And then I'm like, oh, she delighted me in that one Netflix Christmas movie, but she's never coming back. She's been Lacey Chavard in my eyes, but she's coming.
I don't know. She's fighting hard, and she's proving that she's not done.
She has the chops.
Yes. She fell down a pretty deep hole, but look at her now, and couldn't be more proud of being able to come back and own that name again. And then Jamie Lee Curtis has never let off the gas. That woman,
she's just gotten better and better and better as time. She's aged like fine wine.
Yes, she has, and she's still gorgeous.
100%.
We just watched True Lies the other day, and she's so goddamn funny and so entertaining in that movie, and she's still doing it today. And
I feel like she's more relevant today than she was before. And let's not forget, she started out as a scream queen, and most of those ladies never really got past the B horror movies, and she stayed in the zeitgeist for so fucking long.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I feel like it's never really died down that much. Even coming back to play her character again, multiple films. I mean, Trading Places, the hooker with the heart of gold. Like she's just great everywhere. So that's great that they were they had such a great film. Great, and
it's fun because they're making fun of the older generation and the younger generation in big ways. Like no one's safe. Like everyone's being mocked for what they believe in, what they do, but they're also being celebrated and applauded. I'm going to give Freakier Friday 3 slices of toast. I applaud this movie. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah. You have a movie that's also pretty freaky, a movie that I loved, and I can't wait to hear you talk about. And I bet it's going to be the reverse of how I felt about Locked. You're probably going to hate this movie that I love, one of my top movies of the year, man. Freaky Tales. Tell me about it, man.
So this is a unique 80s sort of schlocky film set in Oakland. It's got it's kind of has this air of almost horror to it, this sci-fi aspect, but just straight up street punks and Nazis duking it out. We got a sword wielding fucking Golden State Warrior. I mean, hey, hell, we got some Pedro Pascal and Ben Mendelsohn in here. It's where it seems kind of all over the place at first, where you're probably getting these little vignettes of just kind of weird stories and with these flashes of animation on screen that are add a very interesting texture to the visual style itself.
Every vignette looks completely different, I think, like style wise.
Yes, and it seems, and all of them are clearly building up momentum to the next one, and each one giving little references to other events that have occurred as the story goes on. And there's Too Short.
Yeah, that was a good. He's playing awesome. Himself.
Yeah, it's like, God damn. It's like he still looks pretty young, and they made him look really young.
Yeah. And we get Marshawn Lynch as a bus driver that makes no sense, but delightful.
Yes. Oh my God, that guy is just
and
everything.
I don't want to spoil it, but that cameo that they build up throughout the whole movie, and like I'm like, what the fuck? How did they get that actor in this?
Yes.
Oh man, that blew my mind. And the role wasn't not significant, but he had a pretty decent monologue to do.
Yeah. Oh, totally. And you could tell this is something he must have read the script and be like, oh yeah,
I forget. I did hear the writers talk about how they got him, but I forget things pretty easy.
And then
but sorry, I derailed.
Oh no, you're all good. And then unfortunately, this was well after the passing of Angus Cloud, so we didn't get to see the wide release of the film, which is too bad. But I will say, fantastic performances all around. I love this unique storytelling. I love how wild and off the rails this movie gets by the end.
Oh man.
I'm agreeing with you on everything you said coming into this. I love this movie too.
Thank God. Could you not picture Jay Ellis as Blade after watching that final scene with them?
Oh shit. Like that. Yeah, that is that right there should be the audition.
Yeah,
my God.
Like I like Mahershala Ali, but seeing what Jay Ellis did, I'm like, oh wow.
Right. No, this honestly, folks, if you've been sleeping on this one, get at it. Freaky Tales was so cool. I watched it on HBO Max, but get it wherever you have access to it. Check it out. It's got the right. It's like it made me just like queasy enough at the correct wrong things that it felt so justified when that horrible shit would happen to him. Like that was so cool. You made me angry enough at the bad guys that I love to see the good guys win. And even the side stories that seemed disconnected at first wove back in really cool ways. I mean, Too Short isn't just randomly there, like this, the rap duo that was, the rap battle was awesome.
Right.
And I mean, geez, this whole, like from start to finish, this thing was great. Even the brutal story with about Clint, like Jesus. I mean, of course, this guy is going to be doing whatever he can to exact his revenge, only to find out there's still a fragment of hope left that he needs to save. Awesome.
I'm happy you like this. I was afraid. I'm like, oh man, I don't know. I feel like you like it.
The sets were gorgeous. I love that the first the punk club just had so much texture, and
apparently that's a real place in Oakland that the writer director actually went to.
Oh, badass.
As a kid.
Awesome. No, that adds a lot more to it. I don't understand the negative comments about it. This totally was made for movie viewers like us. and
Yeah.
I love that they went for it.
Like, it sucks. I know it's on Max, and I'm like, I want to watch it. I kind of want to have Sarah watch it, but I know it's not her type of movie, so I'm like, ugh. But she does see Pedro Pascal, and she's like, oh, Pedro's in that. I'm like, yes, but I don't think you'll like it.
It's I forget the name of the production company that made this. I believe they also made They Clone Tyrone. It was
I wouldn't be shocked.
It was a
I
group
would not
that
be
they
shocked.
wanted to focus more on telling black-led stories. And goddamn, this is, even to classify it that way, yes, that's what it is. But I this is a movie for anyone who likes
Yeah.
like kind of 80s horror movies, pretty much.
You
Even
know
though
what's
it's not really
crazy?
a horror movie, but it
Yeah,
kinda is.
it has that vibe.
It
The
walks the
writer
walk.
directors of this are the folks who did Captain Marvel, the first one.
Oh shit.
Is that the movie Captain Marvel? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had a great time, man. This was a badass
Thank
movie.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's top of my list for the year so far.
I totally
match.
see why. That's why I'm gonna give Freaky Tales 3.5 slices of toast.
Nice.
It's another one of those, like, I'm struggling to define why I wouldn't just say 4, but I think it's almost there. There, like, it's so fucking close to being that good of a movie. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. When you get to the gory stuff, it is brutal, and then some of the subject matter itself may also be a little too much for some folks, because there is some tragedy that occurs that
came out of nowhere. It's like, oh shit.
Yes,
and then I had to Google. I'm like, is that real? Thank God it's not. But whew.
Oh right, yeah.
I mean, the basketball player's real, but it's like, fuck.
Oh yeah. The real, like, okay, things like that, the real world references that kept occurring throughout the film. So they just made the world of the film so full. Like, I appreciate it. It added that reality to it in a very wild, over the top story. Yeah, go check it out, folks. Seriously.
All right. Well, I'm going to stick with something that almost starred Pedro Pascal, but was then replaced with none other than Mr. Josh Brolin, Zach Krager's latest movie, Weapons. All right, so I'm going to get this out in the open here. I like this movie. It's good. People are blowing it way out of proportion. Hell, if I had to choose right now, there's 2 horror movies playing, this and Together. I would say Together is a better movie, but people are gravitating to Weapons because it's a good movie. So essentially, this is a movie, the less you know about it, the better. Going in blind is the best way to see this, but I'll give you the least amount of spoilers I can.
Oh,
so
please,
essentially,
yeah.
as you see in the trailer, at I think it was 2:17 a.m. one day, this elementary school undergrad class of kids just woke up and all left their home and never were seen again. And it's a story that's told from different perspective. The teacher, well, everyone except for one kid went missing, and we don't know why. But so we're seeing points of views from the parents, from the teacher, from a cop, from the kid who wasn't a part of this. And we're getting different glimpses into the life, different glimpses into people's points of views. And there's some great talent in this movie. Like, the cast is just phenomenal. Like, Julia Gardner killing it. She has this and Fantastic Four First Steps right now. She's Silver Surfer. Josh Brolin is great. Benedict Wong might be one of my favorites here. Hell, even Paul Scheer's wife, June Diane Raphael, pops up for a little bit.
Oh, damn.
Nice. Solo himself, Eldon Enright, is in it, and he's fantastic. Boy, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit bored in the beginning. It's a bit of a slow burn, in my opinion. Okay. And it wasn't bad, but it just took a little bit before I'm like, okay, things started to click. And there were a couple of moments where I literally had to look away from the screen. There were some very dark and fucked up things that did happen left and right. And then there's a lot of comedy, surprisingly. Like,
that's what I keep hearing.
Yeah. something crazy, scary could happen, and then let's play a joke. But it's not like underplaying it. It just lives in that realm.
Right.
And
right.
I will say, oh, you know who else is in it? One of our favorites, man, Toby Huss, dude. He's pretty great in it.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. And everyone's giving fantastic performances. The score is great. The cinematography is just beautiful. The mystery, this movie can build mystery perfectly. I will say, once we slowly figure out what's happening and why it's happening and how it's happening, didn't really do it for me. But a lot of people are digging it. So I'm like, okay, cool. I get it. But for me, I would have liked to maybe have kept the mystery and never explained what happened. But I guess you don't really want that out of a movie. And it's kind of like you can leave the movie feeling like it's an allegory for a lot of different things. Like it really feels like a school shooting type of movie. It feels like a kidnapping movie. It feels like a movie about death and grief. Like you can take so much out of this. And it's 2 hours and 8 minutes, but it feels a little long to me. But it was never dull. It just, like I said, was a bit of a slow burn.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. It sounds right up my alley. I've been really
I think
hyped
you'd dig it
to check this one out.
Yeah. But like I said,
Nice.
I personally right now, if I had to judge this or Alison Brie and Dave Franco's movie, I like Together a little bit more, but I enjoyed the hell out of this.
Nice.
I'm going to give Weapons 3 slices of toast. I was on the fence with 2.5, but three is a decent area, I think, for it.
Nice. Oh, awesome, man.
Yeah.
Dang.
Sorry, I'm trying to dance around things.
Oh, no. I really appreciate it because I this is one I'm very excited to check out, and I know it's you can tell it's what a lot of other people are also trying to do. The local radio station Heidi and Frank, they got their movie guy that shows up on Thursdays or Fridays in the mornings, and he did the same thing.
Now,
do
they still have Ralph Garman coming in to do that, or is that someone else?
His name?
Or?
I'm sorry, I don't.
It doesn't matter. Sorry,
it's been the same guy. I'm sure it's the same guy. If it's
well, he used to be on K-Rock, but I think he jumps over. I don't know. I could be. It doesn't matter. Sorry,
it's been the same guy for years. Oh no, it's
fair enough.
You know, used to listen to him too. So
yeah, I like Heidi and Frank. They're not bad. Been a while, but
they're funny.
Yeah, but I think if you get a chance, you should check it out. I didn't see it in IMAX. I saw it on a regular screen. I bet it would be fantastic in IMAX. I don't know if it's still in IMAX, but if you get that opportunity, I'd highly suggest IMAX would be the way. Okay. And this is something that you should see with an audience if you get the chance, because just everyone's different reactions to everything. Like it's that type of atmosphere.
Nice. Oh,
but watching it at home is still fun, I bet.
Well, cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah. That's you have a movie that I know you really didn't want to review, but I kind of forced it in because it's now available to rent on pay-per-view or buy digitally.
Because you want me to hurt all over again.
Yes.
Oh, you masochist. Okay. Well, let's just tear this Band-Aid off. All right, folks. I'm talking about Jurassic World Rebirth. And that's all I want to say. No, I'm kidding.
All right, 0 slices. All right, moving on. I got a movie by. Sorry.
So this is I'll do a brief summary of the movie. Here is we are further down the timeline of dinosaurs kind of integrating with the rest of the world, but we're finding out they don't really coexist because their genetics aren't made to exist in the atmosphere, like in the climate that we've created now. Exactly. It's like, well, yeah, no shit.
There's a reason they died. Comets
and
global warming.
So they found that, we can probably make this incredible wonder drug, but we need the DNA samples from these 3 types of dinosaurs. So we're putting a team together. And the leader of this team is Scarlett Johansson, is playing Zora Bennett.
Woo!
Zora. We needed to find as unique as possible, couldn't we?
And they say it a million fucking times.
Jesus Christ. And there's just so many. I have just so many problems with this movie.
Right.
We're also seeing the story of this father who's taking his kids sailing, and the boat gets fucked up by a dinosaur, and now they're on the same island too. But it's super dangerous. Yeah.
Yikes.
And my favorite part about that is the father who like breaks his ankle, magically can walk on it, sprinting in this scene. Now he needs to be like hobbled and carried around in the next scene just to be
And the
like,
trains all over the place too.
oh my god, the task at hand, the way they do it is so overly complicated with the device.
It's
they
a
use
video
to
game
retrieve.
quest.
It is. This would be a great game. Don't make it a movie. This would have been like if you just had to play the team and it was a randomly generated situation. Like there's no saves. It's like you got to do the whole mission in one go.
Oh, that'd be good.
Online multiplayer. You randomly spawn at a different part of the island each time it generates they change the spawn locations of the dinosaurs you draw the samples from. I would play the fuck out of that. This movie I'm never gonna watch again.
No, sir.
But damn if they didn't try to create products within this with the little what's the name of the little fucking dinosaur they tried to make super cute. But
that was a super cute dinosaur. I love that little guy. That might have been my favorite part of the whole movie, I think.
I just felt like they were jamming it down my throat. Like I see the fucking plushies and the toys already. The whole movie just kind of felt like that.
And can you believe that this movie was written by the writer of Jurassic Park? How? It's
just frustrating. Scarlett Johansson might be the best part of it, but even then, it's like she's done so much better.
Yeah. It seemed like she didn't even want to be there. But I would have rather have seen just those dinosaurs in New York or whatever city they were in. I just want to see like the Flintstones, like there are dinosaurs living. How do we live with these giant dying dinosaurs all around instead of let's go back to an island? Fuck that. We've seen that a million times.
What would be the sadder story? Like so there's that dinosaur dying in the middle of the street in New York at the beginning of the movie. They can't just pick it up and carry it. You realize they're going to have to like cut that thing up and move it in pieces. Like that would have to be someone's job in this world.
Dude,
that might have been
you're literally talking about I saw this anime movie that's based on a manga and an anime series, Kaiju number 8. That's the premise. Like we follow these cleanup crews of people who go and clean up giant kaiju, their dead carcasses and all the stuff. Jesus, and one of the guys can turn into a kaiju. Like that is a movie worth seeing or an anime worth watching.
The fuck out of that, yeah.
Like that's literally what you're describing, but dinosaurs are kaiju. But yeah, sorry, didn't mean to
for sure. At least we get a little bit of Mahershala Ali. He's fantastic. I was surprised Ed Skrein was in the movie. I'm like, oh, I didn't remember seeing you in the trailer. And then about 20 minutes into the movie, I'm like, oh, that's why.
Bye-bye. Yeah. So I guess the reason we're reviewing this for a second time is to warn you, save your money and wait till it's streaming or just never watch it.
Yeah, just don't. It's like if you're my wife loves Jurassic Park. It's one of her all-time favorite movies, and for good reason. It's still a very, very entertaining film. But like I tell her, let's just rewatch Jurassic Park then. You know what? We can watch the second and third for like shits and giggles, but those honestly are rough to get through for me now anyways. But God, can we just stop trying to force feed us these crappy movies? You waited this long to make this one. Like, let's can we stop now? I can't. I will say I'm glad we didn't spend money to see this. This was a Producers Guild screening that Val got an invitation for us to go see. So it was the perfect environment. It's a room full of producers. There's no phones. There's no fucking concessions. We're all just sitting there watching the movie. And even distractionless, it wasn't enough to like hype this movie up. And I just felt like even the kills, we kind of got cheated out of some of cooler ways for people to go. There wasn't the same message that
hey man, but you must have loved that stoner character, right? He was really radical.
Oh Jesus,
you smoke weed, right?
Yeah. Oh God damn it, you just like that. Yeah, just making everyone that does that look like an absolute idiot. That was a good representation there. And there's so many problems I had with this. I can just keep going on and on and on. Like
they were all CG, and even some of the terrain was CG, and it wasn't good CG.
You could tell they were on these tiny little sets for so much of the movie. I mean, mind you, some of them were built up really nice.
Sure.
Still, like I liked the temple the pterodactyl nest thing that they were in.
Yeah.
But even then, I feel like we cheaped out on how some of these people went down. Like, it's just frustrating.
And let's be honest, a lot of the good shots, the interesting things, are in the trailer.
Yes, 100%. 100%. I will fully agree with that. Yeah, I've got nothing good to say about this. And I know there's people that'll still want to try to defend it. There might have been a couple of cool like shots, but sure. I just hate this feeling of like every character feels shorted. I was annoyed by literally everyone at some point, whether it's through actions or dialogue. And it's not the cast, because I'm blaming the script here.
It's definitely the material they were given.
Yes. So I can't. Oh my God. So I don't know if you remember this, Adam. I have this really bad like what do you call it? Things that dumb things that anger you that just I can't control.
Pet peeve?
Yeah. One of my pet peeves is like hearing loud food getting chewed, especially.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just annoying as fuck. Especially
the guy chewing on the fucking mints, and
in the first, yeah.
God, every time he did it, I got so mad. Wow, like this movie literally found one of my worst pet peeves and like made it a character trait. Oh my God. Oh, it made my skin crawl.
Oh man.
So yeah, I'm gonna say Jurassic World Rebirth, half a slice. And it gets that half a slice because you have pretty.
Do you have your notebook with you?
I do.
Do you know how many I gave? I feel like I was probably much more generous than I need it to be. I bet I gave 1.5, maybe 2. I hope it's not that much, but
you gave it 2.
Oof,
2.
I'd downgrade it now if I could, but something about it, I was like, all right, it's good. And this was the only 4th of July release of notability. This is the shit we got for 4th of July. Thank God in 2 years, Shrek will be the 4th of July release.
There you go. Sorry,
Shrek 5, not 4, sorry.
Cleanse your palate, but yeah, at least you have something to look forward to.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. Oh, sorry to put you through that pain.
I feel so dirty.
I'm happy I'm not the only one. Well, speaking of dirty, Dennis, I got a dirty dog story here. I got Jindy Tartakovsky's latest film, Fixed. All right, now you might know him from classic cartoons like Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack, Primal, or perhaps the family-friendly Hotel Transylvania films. Well, this is nothing like that, folks. This is a movie that is raunchy and dirty and just so fucking balls to the wall. All right, it's an animated movie, folks. All right, it's about dogs. Adam Devine plays Bull. He's a mutt, and he has an issue where he can't stop humping grandma's leg, and the family's fed up. It's time to trim them balls, and hopefully Bull will just calm down. And when he finds out this happens, he decides he wants to escape. Him and his friends go out for one last night of debauchery, and by God, there's debauchery. And he happens to be in love with a purebred, show-winning dog next door named Honey, played by Catherine Hahn. And his best friend, Rocco, is played by Idris Elba. We got Fred Armisen, Bobby Moynihan, Michelle Batu, Beck Bennett, and so many fantastic voice actors.
Yeah.
And it has this hand-drawn-ish look. Also kind of, I guess I would say, maybe QuickTime type, not QuickTime. I don't know, this old-school computer look, not like CG, but I don't know. It has this distinguishable kind of look, this old school throwback. And it's funny. It started off kind of cute. We're seeing Bull as a puppy, and we're hearing whines of dogs. And one of my dogs actually came up and started looking at the screen like she was very fixed on. And then it becomes, now we're Adam Devine, and we're spewing out so many like jokes and observations about dogs and things that are so dirty that we don't normally talk about. It's funny. It's kind of charming. I feel like they're trying to do so much. This is like an animated version of Strays. I don't know. I don't know if I liked it or hated it. It kind of reminded me of like kind of early 2000s Apatow style movies.
Uh-huh.
It felt like they were trying to do so much in this one movie, and it felt long to me. It was a little bit tedious to watch, and the
Oh, wow.
movie was an hour and 26 minutes.
Oh, so
I don't know
quick.
how that works.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
All right.
quick, but it didn't feel quick to me. Some
Yeah,
parts
yeah.
I enjoyed. I had mixed. I commend them doing something so bold, so different, stuff we don't get anymore. But it just felt so juvenile. If I was 10 to 12, I probably would love this. This movie was initially going to be released by Sony Animation theatrically, but I think they realized, oh no, this is not going to work. So Netflix ended up saving it, and I think to its detriment. I feel like this is a movie teen boys would want to go and see. Like back in the day, I wanted to see Team America, couldn't get into the theater. But now, these teens and tweens, they can just pop on Netflix and have the time of their life. This is made for like adolescents.
Like we were saying before, with the age we saw Austin Powers for the first time, you know?
Yes.
It's so this, you're saying it's much more like this is this current generation's exposure to this comedy. Interesting.
Yeah. It didn't fully work for me. Like I said, I love the animation, had a fantastic cast. It was ballsy, but it just, I feel like a little lowbrow for me, a little bit too much. I don't know. I mixed, and it also kind of felt like a pilot episode of a show. It didn't feel like a film. It didn't feel theatrical to me. It just felt like, oh, we're going through the motions.
He started working on this quite a while ago.
Oh yeah, this is like a passion project he's been trying to do for years.
Because I know he's been having trouble getting he finally announced a third season of Primal. I believe was that at Comic-Con or another
I can't
convention or something.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, the man, I'm such a fan of his work.
He's a legend.
He helped animate our childhood. I mean, that guy's Gendy Tartakovsky's just like a legend. That's the best way to put it. So I'm glad he got to have this kind of passion piece sort of made. But it's interesting that this is the route ended up taking that level of comedy.
And I wonder if it's a little bit of the pent up frustration of doing a PG movie like Hotel Transylvania for 3 or 4 movies, whatever it was. And now he's like, I can do whatever I want, unfiltered, going for it.
Oh, for sure. I think it's always good to have for those creators a sort of palate cleansing sort of story to tell. So that way it's that shit just doesn't get built up in their minds. They can exercise all that. Then they can continue doing other things that, I mean, God, the guy's, this guy created one of my favorite Star Wars characters, Asajj Ventress, a Sith apprentice who was cast out by her master and he carved her own way.
Because he did the original Clone Wars before it was the Clone Wars everyone knows and loves. I forgot about that.
Epic lightsaber battle between her and Anakin Skywalker that he animated. It's really solid series. If you folks haven't checked out,
was she the basis of one of those characters from that recent animated series, Villains? Or
yes. Okay,
I dug that story. I watched that season of those episodes. That was good.
Oh my god, yeah, it was.
I can only imagine.
You really only get a taste of her in Tartakovsky's Clone Wars. But she's really fleshed out, and when they brought the series back,
nice
on Cartoon Network later on, and that series was great. And the way, because it obviously flows right into Tales of the Underworld.
That's what I'm talking. Yep, that's the name, not Villains. Fuck me.
Well, there's a few of them. There's
true.
Tales of the Dark Side and Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Underworld. And I believe we'll have more of those coming.
I wouldn't be shocked.
But that's like you said, the man's a legend. I'm glad he's at least was able to kind of get that out of his system, so to speak.
It wasn't dog shit, pun intended. It was fine. It was serviceable. It just wasn't for me. And if your interest is slightly piqued, check it out. Like I said, it's under 90 minutes, so you can knock it out super quick and easy if you choose to. I'm going to give Fixed over on Netflix Slice and a half.
Slice and a half. Okay.
Yep. All right.
It's no Samurai Jack.
No sirree, Dennis. It is no SJ. I am excited. Rick and I reviewed Fantastic Four First Steps on episode 220, but I can't wait to talk about it with you, man. We can go as deep as you want. We can spoil. It's been out for a month. You might want to skip ahead like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and get to the final review if you don't want any spoilers. But let's get into it. Dennis, want to set us up for what First Steps is?
Yeah. So Fantastic Four First Steps takes place in one of the established universes in the Marvel multiverse. I forget specifically which number it is. They say right at the beginning. But yeah, this is kind of true to when the books came out, taking place in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's like they never say, because it has that look, but it also has that modern sensibility to it.
Because of I strongly feel like it's the influence of Mr. Fantastic, his incredible genius, the technology he's able to create and contribute to the city of New York. And this is why they were New York's favorite heroes and within the world of Marvel for the longest time. Fantastic Four were the shit. There was no X-Men yet. I think the first time we see Spider-Man is even in a Fantastic Four comic. And they're like, they meet this guy in the suit and like, who the fuck is this guy? He looks like trouble. And then he and Johnny Storm end up becoming friends. I digress.
Nice.
This is telling the story of the already established first family of Marvel. They they've saved the day multiple times. There's toys, there's cartoons. They've bringing about world peace. Even they're all of them are.
They've done it all.
Yeah, and they're all fucking astronauts. Like they are fantastic,
and they're celebrities in their world. There's specials dedicated to them.
Yep,
plaques, statues, monuments, and they've only been around for what, 4 years, 3 years?
Yeah. So the as they're kind of going about their business, they they come across a rather unique individual. They weren't expecting. A messenger, so to speak, comes to visit Earth. And
a herald, some might say.
Yeah, exactly. An unusual figure that seems to be humanoid, but is completely chromed out silver, standing on a platform that seems to fly on its own. And she comes with the warning that Galactus is coming to destroy Earth. And get ready. Enjoy your last hours. Go eat, fuck, and be merry. Like, it's just like, you know what, guys? Just
it became a giant orgy.
Go out with a bang. Yeah. Then there's a giant orgy scene and the Earth gets destroyed. That's the movie. No.
Paul Walter Hauser in that sex scene. Wow. Blew my mind.
Oh, man.
John Malkovich. Whoo-wee. You thought they deleted him, but he's there, folks.
Oh,
sorry.
In the midst of getting this horrible warning message, we find out Sue is pregnant.
Congrats.
And Reed is panicking. He is a very worried father. He's so concerned about what happened to their DNA after their exposure to the gamma radiation in space. He's so fearful for what could happen to their son. And he's doing everything he can to try to head off any possible mutations or anything that could potentially be wrong with him. Meanwhile, you have Johnny who's trying to figure out what this fucking message is. These strange signals they've been hearing from intercepting from space. Ben's kind of facing the reality of he's never going to be this, like, it's truly setting in. He's got to just kind of accept himself. And
which he owns it, though. He is not afraid to just be him and kind of show off and do things and have fun and goof around, unlike any other Ben Grimm that we've seen in this theatrical world.
I will say that, like, 95% of the time, yes. I do like to get the little glimpses of when he's passing by the windows at the TV, the electronics store, and he looks at himself with just this, like, God damn it, I can't just he can't just walk down the street and blend back into his old neyborhood.
Even though he's wearing like a baseball hat and the classic trench coat, but
and people have accepted him. They love him. The hero of
he's
their
one
neighborhood.
Of the four.
Yeah.
He's one of them.
Like
he grew
humanity, it's he's accepted there's certain things he just can't do the same.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what makes Ben Grimm so great. It's a part of his character. The cast is fantastic. This build up to, and then when we finally see Galactus for the first time, that was fucking cool. Although I feel like they could have scaled him bigger. As strange as that sound, I kind of wanted him to be even bigger than that.
Well, when we first met him, he was pretty big, I thought. But then when he was on Earth, I'm like, oh, he's like a skyscraper. Okay.
From what I understand, I believe that is something he can manipulate. It's because of the the power cosmic. It's how he chooses to. It's the form he chooses to take in your presence is kind of how that works. And I know there's all sorts of mystical shit with the power cosmic that a lot of the Marvel comics expand upon, but as a starting place here, I thought it was very digestible and trying to represent it this way. I like the journey we go on, and Johnny not letting go of the fact that Silver Surfer does not seem to be who she seems. She's not
evil, manipulative.
Yeah. And then going through all the work of translating her language to find out what she was saying, and then getting the story from her as to why she's doing this. It's a great setup for it. There's a reason why Silver Surfer is a big deal, and there's a lot of fans to the character.
No disrespect to Rise of the Silver Surfer, the sequel to the Jessica Alba, Chris Evans one, but what they did with Silver Surfer here kind of blew my mind. Watching her surf and just do her thing was like stunning and just so fun to watch, I felt.
Oh yeah, totally. And it's, even though you don't ever get to really see, oh no, take that back. You do see Julie Garner's face.
Sure.
I mean, she's still great, even behind all of that. She
sells it in mocap.
Yeah. It's that woman can fucking crush it. I've ever since Ozark, I've been a fan of hers.
You like her in Weapons.
I bet. I fucking bet.
Yeah.
This movie, I will say, it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But the big thing that you haven't mentioned, everyone loves Fantastic Four, but then everyone turns on them when they find out the one way Galactus will not destroy their planet is if they essentially hand over their newborn baby to him. But they don't want to do it because why the fuck would they?
That's little Franklin, little Frankie Richards.
Why is she still Susan Storm and not Susan Richards?
I think it's kind of like a branding thing.
Okay.
And originally, I think they were only dating.
Yeah, they took a while,
and then eventually they got married. Yeah, like that was its own issue, I believe, is like when Reed and Sue got married. Now, given what I know about from some of the comics, I know what ends up happening to Franklin Richards, and he's like the most powerful fucking being, not just on Earth,
and Doom want him
in the universe. That like there's a whole story arc where he creates an entire dimension just for himself. I believe his power is described as he can create any matter he can imagine, and he can create worlds. He's actually like, of the tiers of danger levels of mutants and stuff in the world of Marvel, he is the example of the top of the list of the most dangerous. But we're not there yet. He's just a little baby.
No, he's a baby essentially until post credits.
Right. Then he's a toddler.
And he's meeting a new friend.
I loved the art style. The art.
Yes.
The interior of their home was just beautiful. I already like that style of interior design anyway, so immediately fell in love with that. All the vehicles and things that they created, the hover car thing.
And I'm sorry, another character who goes around along with the design and style of the world, Herbie, man, fucking, I didn't think I loved him so much.
Oh my god, yes. And so much personality from this robot that doesn't really like speak anything. He's funny, and it ends up like being kind of critical to the plot at several points. No, there's so many elements. The movie was gorgeous. Every set was just fantastic.
Like I said, I saw this Saturday night at Comic-Con, late screening. I was falling asleep. And then when I went back and resaw it, I saw it in a D box. So it was like an amusement park ride, but I was more attuned and not falling asleep. Something that really stood out to me that normally doesn't in movies is the hair and makeup and the wardrobe were very distinguished and just top of the line in this movie, I thought.
Agreed. 100% agree with that. It felt representative of the era while still having a lot of style and presence. Costumes, great wardrobe.
Even their uniforms have like little kind of things on them, and it's like, what's that purpose? And it's like, I know it serves a purpose, but we don't ever find out.
The
but
texture, the texture of things. It's not just skin tight fucking suits on everybody. It's You're right. It does look purpose built. It looks so much like the way they used to be drawn in the comics back in the day. I loved all of that. It's kind of nice. It's like, yes, it is world ending, formulaic, but a lot of the movie, we're not watching them fighting kick-ass. It's more of like, how do we save the world logically? And it's like, oh wow, this is a different look at a superhero movie, kind of. That absolutely. And to be honest, some of that is also probably like my only negative comment about the film.
Okay.
Is it doesn't really challenge you. And like there's no twist, there's nothing, there's no big like reveal or surprise. We're just we're going through the steps.
Yeah.
But it's so entertaining in how like just watching them accomplish the goal, and it's so big and it consumes the city in a sense. I really enjoyed that. I liked the big set pieces. I liked the studio, the setups for them being on stage. Like,
dude, I wish
touches.
The opening scene of watching the documentary, which is essentially like our backstory and origins of them, I wish it had that filmic vibe and look the whole time, and it didn't, but I get it. But I feel like Max Shankman took what he did so perfectly in WandaVision and had those different time periods. He blended that perfectly throughout the whole movie.
Yes, totally. No, it's it's like, this isn't a movie. Don't expect it to just like blow your mind on the wildest like story you've ever seen in a Marvel or superhero movie, for that matter. But it is a joy to watch. These are heartwarming characters doing what they can to save the Earth, save each other, save their future. Everyone did a great job. All the cast did a great job. Even the minor characters, their support staff and stuff, the people working for them were great.
Dude, the person who really was a dark horse and blew my mind, because I've never seen her do what she did in this movie, Natasha Lyonne. Like, I was fixated. I loved what she did in this.
Yeah.
Totally different from everything else. Voice, look, style, everything. Very minor role, but still.
But added that sweetness that we needed to have for Ben Grimm's character, his story.
Yeah.
And I loved that attachment that was started building up. And I totally agree. Yeah, it's funny. Val just finished rewatching Orange is the New Black not so long ago. So it's like, she looks the same. I think it hasn't aged a day.
She's really still,
And I like Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, Pedro Pascal.
Fantastic.
All did, everyone did a great job.
Joseph Quinn, what I liked what they did here different from Chris Evans' version of the Human Torch. He wasn't just this hotshot playboy. He really kind of served a purpose, and he was more mature and cared more.
It's more because I think they had to acknowledge but they all had to go to space together for this event to happen. He needed to be a vital instrument. He needed to contribute to the task at hand. So I like that they all are actually high performing professionals in their individual
And they even
fields.
set that up. I took the 3 best astronauts with me, who just so happened to have been my wife, my brother-in-law, and my best friend. It's like, all right, cool. That makes sense.
Yeah. And it may be cheesy to some, but that's always been the relationship that they've had. And I thought it was a great way of representing that in the film. So I had a lot of fun watching this. Yeah.
My only nitpicky thing, I think, besides a little bit of the slowness, all the fucking product placement they put in this fucking movie, and the most obscure, like ginger ale and fucking Little Caesars and Pop-Tart. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was a lot of that. Like, I mean, I get we're in New York, we're gonna see like shots of Times Square and things like that. But when it's like you've clearly placed this fake billboard at eye level to our main character who's center screen, I'm like, all right, guys, can you at least make it a little smaller or some shit, like, or angle it so it's not dead on to the camera. But I get it. You gotta pump up that budget. This was an expensive movie to make.
Right.
And not just the cast, but the
and yet I feel like this was more of a moderate budget compared to what some of the other Marvel movies recently have been.
I mean, I think they were saying it at least crested over $200 million they spent. It's still
I mean, yeah, for most movies, but for
it
Marvel
shows. It shows on screen though, like we were saying before, from the hair and wardrobe to the set design to
and even Titmos coming in that post-credit scene of like doing an animated. I'm like, I would watch the fuck out of that animated Saturday morning cartoon.
Right.
It looks sexy.
I loved that was one of the cartoons I used to watch on Cartoon Network back in the day when they'd run the reruns of the Fantastic Four, the original Fantastic Four cartoon. And I felt that little, even though I wasn't of the original generation that watched it, I still felt that nostalgia when that scene came up. Like, oh, awesome. They even did a very similar, the intro to the episode is very similar to the original one. I liked that homage to how we got here. And then the teaser of the thing that, last year's Comic-Con, they revealed the grand old return of Doctor Doom. Because you can't have Fantastic Four without Doctor Doom. I like the little tease though at the UN sort of thing, and the Latveria desk being empty
seat.
Yeah, I'm like leaning over to Val. It's like that's Doctor Doom. That's Doctor Doom. Yeah, no, it was a fun ride. It's a fun ride.
It really was,
and it's not like because it's funny because most people I talk to are like, yeah, that was pretty good. It's always the kind of like. No one's saying, "Oh my god, that was amazing," or no one. And I haven't heard anyone say it was bad. Which and it's not.
This also does something very well that Superman did. It's hopeful. It's happy. It's about unity and peace and love and really just humanity.
I like even the incorporating the Mole Man into helping that is some
I wouldn't do this for anybody but I trust Sue and I believe in her.
She cares about our people, and it's not like a crush thing. It's like you respect our people, you respect what we're doing, and that we are people too. We just
and I know they cut, like a big scene, I believe, Mole Man, but I love that scene he had when he's like, I want him to ask me. And then when Johnny was walking away, don't be mad that I don't dress you. And it's like, oh man, Paul was just chewing up that scenery, killing it.
A classic. Oh, he's always a gem among any cast he joins. That was a solid flick. Everyone gave. It's just a very good movie from top to bottom. I don't think
I'm intrigued to see how they incorporate them into Doomsday. I know it's a pivotal role, but just seeing them leave their planet coming over, I feel like could be a big shift. And it sounds like Pedro's going to be
happen.
Yeah. And I expected the ending to go in such a different way. Like there's multiple times like I said, we're spoiling a little bit. Silver Surfer even says, if you want to survive, leave this planet. And I'm like, oh shit, maybe they are actually going to flee and go somewhere else. But no, they don't do that. Or I'm like, or they're going to definitely kidnap Franklin. Doesn't necessarily happen, but we see the makings of it.
Well, if this is how we start leading into Secret, I mean, this would be the link to Secret Wars.
Yeah.
If the Beyond are creating Battle World, it would make sense then why you get Fantastic Four from a different Earth, a different time period, somehow making the crossover to the folks we know and love today.
Now, do you think they're gonna team up Sue Storm and Namor? Do you think they're gonna have that relationship kind of? Because I know they have been together in comics and whatnot and have a past. Do you think
I
they'll
don't know.
kind of have?
They've already made kind of executive decisions on like which corner of the universe we're in with that. This version of Silver Surfer, which I know there's a lot of people who are uninformed that are making stupid assumptions about this being
sexist bullshit.
Yeah, this isn't some woke thing. No, she actually
this is a real character.
Yes, like a 40 fucking year old character or something. This is not something new. She was the original like wife of the other Silver Surfer. They just, if you don't know the lore of it, then don't fucking bother trying to pick it apart. But no, she is the real deal. And
like I said, I like her better than the last Silver Surfer we got.
There's actually a lot of personality and range here. But no, I feel like it's I don't know. Unless I say if it goes that direction, then we need to get the dark, evilish version of Reed where he starts tipping into forget what his villain version is called. Anyways, there's so many directions that it can go. I'm curious to see how we get there. We've already seen so many great examples of, like we touched on earlier with Multiverse of Madness.
Anything's possible.
So many and then pocket dimensions and shit like that. Like it's a lot of range. We got a lot we can do with this, and I am genuinely excited to see where they take this.
I'm with you. How many slices are you giving this bad boy?
Fantastic Four First Steps. I am given 3 slices of toast. I think it's a really solid film. Like you said, it definitely slows down at points. And for me, I just wish they challenged the viewer a little bit more in the journey to get there. It kind of was just like served as is. Not that there's really anything wrong with that, because you're able to just kind of enjoy everything as it's happening. And it's not a movie you need to think about. Just let it happen. Let it play out. It's a roller coaster at a theme park. Guess what? You're probably going to want to ride it again. You know, I'm definitely want to watch it again.
And I know you didn't set me up for it, but my next movie takes place at a theme park.
Hey.
I'm going to talk about Nobody 2. All right, so 2023, the first Nobody came out, I believe it was, and it was one of my favorite movies of the year. Bob Odenkirk as a kick-ass, badass man. Sign me the fuck up. And I was wondering what direction they'd take this sequel in. And essentially, it takes place in real time. And Hutch is kind of paying for the sins of what he did in the last movie. He essentially burnt millions of dollars to some very, very salacious people. And now someone's bailed him out and paid his debt. But now he's a hired gun for him, and they're really working him to the bone. And he's never going to be able to pay back. And this has put a strain on his relationship with his wife and his kids. And he decides, if I want to make things better, maybe it's time to take a break, go on a family vacation. And they could go anywhere. But he decides he wants to go to the last place he was truly happy as a child. The only time him and his brother went on a vacation with their dad was to this old school theme park, water park type place in New Orleans. And he talks his family into it, and they go, and they're having an okay time. But something kind of happens, and someone just rubs him the wrong way, and he ends up kicking some ass. But it turns out he's angered the wrong people because, well, there's essentially, this town is kind of a place where a lot of shady dealings happen. Back when Prohibition was a thing, this is where bootleggers would run things from the water sources and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so the sheriff is against him, and there's other people, and he's digging a ditch deeper and deeper. And his wife's even like, don't fight. But he has to. He has to defend his family's honor. And he gets himself in a tricky situation. And I'd be lying if I didn't say this wasn't essentially almost a rehash of the first movie. It's more of a continuation, kind of similar, not as good, but it's still a fun ride. And it's interesting to watch. We're getting the returning cast. We're getting Connie Nelson back. We're getting the kids. We're getting Christopher Lloyd as his dad. We're getting RZA as his brother. And we're getting fantastic new additions. Like Colin Hanks is like in charge of the law there. And he's not a savory guy. And then John Ortiz, always a delight in everything I see him in. And he is a very dual, complex character here that I like. But the big baddie in this movie who is just eating up the scenery and just being evil and funny and awesome is Sharon Stone, and she's diabolical. And like I said, this is all taking place at a theme park / water park, and it's fun, it's action-packed, it's bloody, it's gory. Bob Odenkirk is kicking a lot of ass. He's getting his ass kicked as well. I had a fun time watching it, and it's it's an hour and 29 minutes, so it's not overstaying its welcome. It's just that sweet zone, and it's fun because his wife gets to do more in this movie, and they're just adding to the lore, and it's a good time. Unfortunately, this movie isn't doing so well at the box office, but there's some heavy hitters out there like Fantastic Four, Superman, Weapons.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe this was a bad time to release it. The last one was released. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just wondering, do you feel like this might be the end of the series then? Potentially?
Possibly, but I could see them maybe giving another shot, but it could be. And it's unfortunate because I know there's more of this story they can tell. And they're even kind of showing that his son now kind of wants to be like him. And they're showing essentially how Bob Odenkirk and RZA are essentially becoming like their father was. They wanted to be better than their father, but they're becoming their father, but slightly better than what their father was. And I don't know if you listen to the 220, but Rick and I went to a panel at Comic-Con that was all Bob Odenkirk themed. And he talked about the fact that when he got the script for it, initially they wanted to send Hutch and his family to Italy. And Bob Odenkirk's wife was excited because they'd be in Italy for months living. And he's like, oh, we can't do that. If we do that, it's globetrotting. It becomes like a James Bond movie. I feel like it should be something most people can relate to, and just a gritty, low budget family.
Because that's a part of the charm of his character is how grounded he is, right? Like that's the family structure and everything is something you don't see in a badass like super spy style character very often, if ever. So that's a good point. No, and I like that mindfulness. I mean, God damn it, the man knows his storytelling.
Right.
He's written and entertained us for years. And I just find it so striking too that this is the kind of movie he wants to be in now. After all of this amazing shit he's been in. Yeah, and he's like doing this badass shit.
He's like a pioneer of like alt comedy. He is a comedy legend, superstar in the world. And now he's found this newfound glory. Like, sure, he surprised everyone becoming Saul, a more dramatic character, but then becoming a badass action star. Who ever would have suspected that?
Oh, good for him, man. That is awesome.
Yeah. So I'm going to give Nobody 2.5 slices. I wanted to like it more, but I still had a good time. I just wish it deviated from the original and tried to push the boundaries a little more. But what I got, I enjoyed.
Nice. Yeah, it's funny. Like that's that range, the 2.5 slicer range. Like that's like the B-. It's still a passing grade, right? Like it doesn't mean you're not gonna like what you're seeing. You're probably gonna be left with desiring a little more is all. And I'm glad it's this vehicle's working for him,
Yeah.
So I'm curious.
100%.
I'm curious. Then I feel that's been closer to the top of the list of movies that Val and I've been trying to get around to. Is the first one, and there's always like, after the credit roll, I'll go into the shows we've been watching just for a little bonus for you toasties, because that's mainly what's been distracting us, is getting caught up in various series and things. A couple that I know we're both a fan of.
Most people don't realize, even Rick, who has been with us since the beginning, he's like, wait, you guys do stuff after the closing song? I always leave. I'm like, oh yeah. Like I went on for so long. He's like, what, are we still recording? I'm like, oh yeah, man. Dennis normally wants to leave, but I keep going. I dig deeper after that credit. So yeah, please stick around after our end theme song, because we always have something a little bonus. I highly suggest if you get a chance to check out the first one, because It's a fucking badass movie, man, and I think you'll really dig it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure I will. The we got
I think
like
I
I
know
said,
where we're going.
I was getting distracted with a lot of TV from my movie watching, and there was
Ooh.
a bunch of things. I know a show we both are in love with,
Uh-oh. Something
Twisted
that Rick and I
Metal.
talked about. Oh shit! No, Rick and I didn't talk about this.
Oh,
Oof, oof. I thought we were going a little
King of the Hill?
animated way, but
King of the Hill. I
yeah,
watched all that too. I watched
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
but let's talk
one at
about some Twisted
time,
Metal,
sure.
sir.
Yeah.
Although, how
Oh.
many episodes deep are you? I've seen the whole season.
Oh, yeah, just the two because I didn't.
You log
didn't
into
have
our
the-
fucking media village, man. Check them all
because when I tried logging in, the
Authenticator.
authenticator went to your phone.
Hit
I'm
me,
pretty
text
sure.
me, man. Well, I can
I
pull
think
out my
you were-
phone and
yeah.
give you those 6
It-
digits.
It was we were watching it. I think I did the math. It was like 1 a.m. or something for you. I'm like,
I'm probably
I'm not bugging him.
You know what else we got over there on our media village, because it's the same company? A spin-off or a sequel, series, continuation, same world. The Paper, the spin-off of The Office. We just
Oh,
got those
yes.
episodes. I gotta
Oh,
check that
cool.
out. I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by that. I'm curious. I'm not like gonna hold my breath.
I haven't even watched the
Let's
trailer.
let's just let it be what it is.
Yep. It's
I'm
standalone, whatever.
Exactly. You can't come in with any expectation other than like 1 or 2 characters will appear and that's it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, so Twisted Metal, you're still in the early days, quiet, and what's his face are still not fully together yet. But yeah, how you feeling? How you liking it?
I'm loving it. It's especially the addition of we're bringing more of the characters in. Mr. Grimm, and it's like I'm getting these like as they start pulling these characters up. I'm like, oh my god, I remember playing as that character back in the day. I'd sleep over at my friend, probably Jordy's house if you're still watching, playing Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah, man. Have you got to the drive-in scene with Axel yet?
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that
down
scene.
the gasoline. Fuck. Axel is so cool too. That guy's just got the wildest fucking story. All of it. I mean, all the lore from the games is way fucking darker than the show, and I'm glad they don't quite take it that far and balance it out with the violence to simulate that kind of darkness. Otherwise, I think it would be like almost unwatchable. It would just be so bleak.
It's more of joking around, funny. People do die and whatnot, but it's not to the extent that it could be.
Yeah, there's a whole fucking like Caligula orgy in a scene. You got I love the dynamic between Sweet Tooth and the security guard guy that he brought with him.
Mike? No, not Mike. Mike's the friend. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
It's been such
I love
a solid
Sweet
ride
Tooth
so far.
and the cape and just the being so oblivious to everything.
Isn't this awesome? What? And then just like the snipe that whatever was it, Diesel City or whatever, all the snipers watching him, and they're like, look, I can kill people all the time. And just, like wraps the guy in his cape, murders him underneath, and just walks away.
That was good.
Oh, it's just it's like the weird kind of mystical. Oh God, or the Mr. Grimm seeing himself as doing the magic, and then we cut to the perspective of that, what the hell is he doing? Just oh my god, everything about this. It's every twist and turn is so fantastic. I can't wait to see a lot more of shit. What's his name? That's hosting.
I call him NoHo Hank.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Anthony,
his name is so specific.
Calypso.
Yes,
Calypso.
yes.
Anthony Carrigan is also just another one of those gems of an actor. Like it's one of those.
Also fantastic Superman.
Oh yeah,
he has a little cameo.
Someone I kind of wish I was like aware of sooner.
And he's great. Such a bird. It's so weird seeing him with the wig though. But
right,
it's different, man.
But he sells the look of the character from the game very well, I think.
Yeah.
It's that very like raven haired, perfectly parted, chin length hair. It's always been kind of the style from what that I remember at least. Maybe it could have been different, but
I will say that was one of the fun activations that Rick and I did. They had a Twisted Metal bumper car thing, and Calypso was kind of like the MC of it. Unfortunately, the batch before us had like Sweet Tooth out there just talking shit to people, but we didn't get him. We got Calypso. But that was kind of fun. It's been a while since that bumper card, man.
Oh man, that's fun. That sounds badass.
Yeah.
John Doe. That's the
John Doe. Yes.
Anthony Mackie's character.
Which we learned his real name, but I don't fucking. His name's John Doe. And just watching, I love even seeing him at the place he wanted to be so much in the first season, and seeing how unhappy he is. Oh, and the Babysitters Club, man. Oh, that was great shit.
His obsession with it. It's so great. It adds to the wholesomeness, and it makes you digest the uber violence better. It's like it strikes a perfect balance in my opinion. Everyone's doing so well. I think everyone's adding to the entertainment value. Stephanie Beatrice is quiet as she's wonderful. I think
I love her, but I feel like they've kind of dimmed her down a little bit. Like I feel like she's a little more feminine, which is fine, but she's not as badass and brooding. And
I think
like she will kick ass.
It's the time she spent away from since her brother died,
the dolls.
And since she's joined with the dolls. I think it's now that she's got back with John's back in her life again. It's she kind of even referenced it's like we work so well together. Like this is our full stride.
You haven't got to the point where there's like a laser thing that they got to get through yet, have you?
Yeah.
I love that scene.
Yes. Showing his ass off to her, like it's so wonderful. Yeah, because that's the lead up to them. That's the lead up to the orgy.
Oh, to get into the orgy place.
To steal the weapons.
Fair enough.
I believe that's where we're at. Is we concluded they're trying to escape with the EMP pulse, which I'm like, shit, that's right. That was a power up. That was a pickup in the game. That was one of the items. And then everyone had their specials. I like that they even straight up called it that. There's just like everyone has their unique special. I'm like, fuck yeah. Don't even show it.
And I like how in the first pilot episode of the show we saw Twisted Metal, the game. And in the first episode of the season 2, we see John Doe training in a Twisted Metal simulator. Yeah. That was kind of a nice little meta call out.
I kind of hope this builds up to someone getting the license back and making a new one. I think I think it's about time for a new Twisted Metal game.
It's only downside is I don't fucking have a PlayStation. I'm not a PlayStation.
I think they shouldn't limit it to PlayStation. I think it should be a multi-platform now. Like who needs who's benefiting anymore from solo console releases? Like I want that shit on my computer or or a Switch or something else.
Whatever, yeah. But oh man, you're in for a treat, man. It they find a perfect balance of the tournament and then character episode. Like it's a nice back and forth that they get into.
Perfect.
And no one's safe.
The first season kind of felt like too. I like that build up towards. We knew where it was going to go to the tournament eventually, but we even had a mini battle towards the end of the first season.
Yeah,
with a bunch of characters.
Only thing that's a little bit jarring and weird to me is the fact that we don't have Neve Campbell as Raven, and now she's played by Wong's best friend from She-Hulk, which is cool because they kind of explain there's a lot of different Ravens, but it's like, what happened to Neve Campbell?
Yeah. That's right. You're right, though. I did appreciate they straight up told the audience. It's like, I'm just this one. I'm loving it. Not to dominate all the TV talk with one show. You were already touching on something. You said, you guys
Rick and I briefly talked about it because we recorded a day after it dropped, and I only saw 2 or 3 episodes. But King of the Hill, man, I had a ride of emotions because when I first the strikes happened and I became unemployable, I dug deep into King of the Hill and I fell in love with it and found a newfound appreciation, and now I was so excited to see it come back. First episode I felt was perfect, then I felt the second, third episodes kind of were a downgrade. I'm like, oh no, it lost its mojo, and then I feel it slowly started finding its footing again. But I don't know, how'd you feel about it?
I liked it. in a sense, I'll agree with you in a certain way of like the tone's changed, but times have
It
changed.
has
The
to.
characters are older, and I respect
Yes.
that. Like they, the guys that the guys in the alley, they had to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I mean, Bill didn't even move for years, so
You don't get
but
slower than that.
yeah, exactly. I like this, but I like the direction all the characters have gone, and being reintroduced to familiar characters is kind of fun because we're filling in those gaps of what's been going on. And I
Mm-hmm.
think it needed to have a certain pacing in order to get us back to
True.
page one and remind us of who they are and how they've changed as the times have changed too.
Yeah.
And I kind of agree with you on that overall arc of like started off strong, then it kind of mellowed out. But I feel like a lot of those episodes in the middle of the season were what I'm describing of it's reestablishing
classic,
where
yeah,
we
yeah.
are. Like, like now remember, it's like these aren't the same guys. They've
Mm-hmm.
continued to mature as well as we have as an audience. So it
Right.
made the impact of this last couple episodes even bigger. The storyline with Connie, the Bobby
Mhm.
meeting this new girl, and it's like so that the love, the mutual love that Connie and Bobby have for each other is just been this tug of war back and forth where neither of them are really making
whole
a
life.
strong enough move. Yeah, they're kind of just, you can see they're kind of destined to be together again. But
Oh yeah,
I like the direction it's
gotta earn
going.
it.
I love his. Yes, he's a head chef at a restaurant, but he's still under the
answers
thumb
to...
of Wasana-song, and
Mhm.
it's a little heartbreaking that these are the last times we hear classic cast members that had passed away.
Yes.
And it's
I feel like at least they
horrible
gave an
circumstance.
out for John Redcorn. Like he can kind of go on to do his own thing. It
Right.
took a little bit of time to get used to Toby Huss as Dale, but it was not as jarring as I thought it would be.
Oh yeah, I feel like it's almost kind of sensible
And
that
Con.
like the years of smoking have like changed his voice, and he's switching to vapes instead. Same with Con. I think that was deserved.
Yeah,
Toby's. I read an interview with him. He was cool with it. It's like, yeah,
it makes sense.
That needed to change. Like it was fun to do. He's always going to treasure being all those characters, but he's still in the show. He's still a part of.
Yeah. Now I will say a bit of a gap, a hole in my heart, not having Luann and Lady Bird. Like it just felt wrong, but it makes sense.
Those references, like there's the photo of Luann and Lucky in the house. I do like that. It's they're Brittany Murphy and Tom Petty are still remembered.
And it was nice seeing older characters pop up, like Good Hank. I forgot all about Good Hank being a baby.
God,
I'm like, who the fuck? And I'm like, oh shit.
That beginning with his Japanese half brother.
Yep.
Like that opening scene, that was so fucking great. I love that whole setup.
I will say some of the jokes, like callbacks, felt forced. Like I love "That's my purse. I don't know you," but when they're like, "Oh, clearly a 12-year-old boy kicked her," and it's like, no, we don't need that. We know what happened, and just little things. Or that man ain't right.
It's he's not a boy anymore. Well, that man ain't right.
And even seeing someone who you thought would never be able to adapt in modern day, Hank Hill, liking soccer, but doing all this stuff.
That is the beautiful thing about the character of Hank Hill, though. That's what makes him such a wholesome everyman. He's not just some redneck. He's not like your average Republican or whatever. However you want to label people in America these days, he's a good guy at heart. Even if he's got twisted views and things, he still can respect his fellow man. And I think more people should try to be like Hank Hill.
100%. Now, the only character who didn't really change, but kind of was amped up more than before, Peggy. They really Peggy'd her up. And the fact that now Hank and Bobby are just like kind of calling her out and kind of like a little taken aback. It's like, oh, that's new.
She's like off the leash, like being retired. She's just like, all right, I've got all this time. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. and
I think
finally get it. Yeah, I like it. It's
one of my favorite jokes was when he was watching that like reboot of the show and they're talking in Spanish, and she said, "I'm gonna behead you," and blah blah, and he's like, the subtitles say "Merry Christmas," and she's like, "How embarrassing for them."
to get this. They translated their own show wrong. Monsignor Martinez, or
yeah, that sounds about right. But I
yeah.
will say it's weird. There was no Boggle. Peggy didn't have any Boggle action.
Oh, I'd say give it time.
Yeah.
There's
I don't know. You think it's gonna come back? Like I hope so. I think it
really
broke
hope so.
records for Hulu.
I think it was
and
strong
Disney
enough.
Plus.
It's kind of like a warm hug. It's a nice, refreshing. With all the a lot of the other content we kind of enjoy, or me personally,
Yeah.
sometimes it's extremes of things. We were just talking about how excited we were watching Twist and Metal, but on the other side of the coin,
totally
I like
a different show.
I like things that just feel kind of a fun, wholesome, that isn't afraid to do the kind of humor we enjoy too, like
100%.
shitting on Jerry Jones' desk at the fucking Superdome was goddamn hilarious. It happened again.
God, that was great.
That was
awesome. yes.
Fuck Jerry Jones.
Oh boy. I'm happy that it worked, because when Futurama came back again this time on Hulu, it disappointed me a bit.
Yeah, there was like a couple of good episodes, and there was a couple really not.
Yeah,
I was just like, okay, that was
like this was for the most part solid for the whole ride. It had some bumps, but like you said, it's been years. We gotta catch up
and reestablish things. I mean, now that Bobby lives in Dallas, and
right,
it's very different. It's a very different world.
Mm-hmm.
Roommates with,
but it works.
Yeah,
Joseph.
The pencil thing.
Oh, dude, that's so happy for Peggy for that to work.
So oh yeah.
Now, is that a game? Like, I've never heard of that game. Have you heard of that game?
No, I've never heard of it, but I totally believe it being a thing.
I wouldn't be shocked, but I'm like, did I miss that growing up, or is it a new thing? I don't know.
I think we missed out on some fun as a kid. That's for sure.
Yeah.